Gerald is a villager that uses a minecart to get around because he is unable to walk. The government in Minecraft does not provide him with adequate funding. One way this is demonstrated is by the size of his home in comparison to the other villagers within the village. It is also important to note that this was not due to his choice. Another part of this funding is more generalized to the village as a whole. The railway system is almost non-existent, making the village completely inaccessible to Gerald. Especially in an individualistic-minded place, Gerald has very limited resources. A normate villager may not think much of the few number of rails in town, as they themselves do not need it to get around. They may even think that the rails being simply present in any capacity means that the village as a whole is accessible, even if it is clearly not, as it is here. Gerald does not have a job, and is seen as unproductive by the others in town. This could be the reason that he is not given as much funding and aid as he maybe should be, because the government and others around him do not recognize him as useful to society. Even though from events such as the rise of COVID-19 making working from home more necessary, the society within their capitalistic structure does not effectively aid or even recognize the issues that are faced by disabled villagers, even if said disabilities may have come from that illness itself. Stacy, for example, continues to do work at home even after requirements have been lifted. Ren, Max, and Kim all go into town to work their separate jobs. Altogether, ultimately working the number of hours that they do over the years will take a toll on their mental and physical health. And the resources that are minimal and sometimes even denied, such as a railway system or other accommodations, will not be available for them as it wasn't for Gerald. Even if the other currently normate villagers need it as they grow older, they will not have said resources because it is not embedded in the system and not seen as important. Things that are a part of daily life for other town members, such as simply leaving their houses without risk or without making plans and doing research for access needs, are a privilege that many villagers do not think about or acknowledge. One way this could be present is going on a trail. There are no railways here, but to say it is simply unnatural to add railways is illogical, because the trail itself was made by villagers. And adding a railway to make it more accessible for others to have that same experience would not be any less natural than the trail itself. Ableism overall is seen in the structural parts of society in addition to individuals as they feed into the rules that the structure creates.